Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Program Insight and Videos English. Dear viewers, in today's conversation and program, we will discuss the Board of Peace First Summit in Washington, presided over by US President Donald Trump, who was also the host of the summit. We will, in today's conversation, try to examine, analyze, and investigate that this first ever summit of Board of Peace, in which US President has announced a contribution of 10 billion US dollars and also announced that $7 billion have been pledged by the other countries that he named, including Kazakhstan, UAE, Qatar, Uzbekistan, and these countries. But whether the biggest challenge before Board of Peace is the reconstruction of Gaza. Will the reconstruction of Gaza begin? Will all the countries will definitely cooperate with the United States president in the time ahead? At a time when some of the key Western countries and allies of United States, including Canada, including France, Germany, and United Kingdom, are not part of this Board of Peace. So to discuss this all, and one more point that the U.S. president in his speech was all praise for Pakistan. He kept on talking about Pakistan's political and military leadership for more than 4 minutes at a meeting and a galaxy of the world leaders. What does this mean for Pakistan? We will also discuss this. We are fortunate to have with us very senior political analyst, a senior political leader based in Washington, Mr. Sajid Tarar, who off and on participate and attend our program. And once again, he has spared time and participating in our program. Tarar Saab, very warm welcome in Program Insight in V News English.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Mateen. I'm so privileged and honored.
So thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you in our program. So how you see this holding of first ever meeting of the Board of Peace? So how much hopeful you are that keeping in view the speech made by US President and several other leaders, how do you see the future of the reconstruction of Gaza?
Mateen Sab, the inaugural meeting of this Board of Peace is very important, especially at this crucial time when the world is facing many issues. If you personally ask me, from Gaza, Iran, Taiwan, and so many issues are on the table. And at this moment, when especially the 2-3 speeches, I have almost memorized the speech of President in Davos, in Sharm el Sheikh, and lately the new speech of Secretary of State Marco Rubio in Munich. When they have identified the systems are collapsing, the systems those have been created after the Second World War in 1945, they have become toothless and not active anymore. They cannot come with any kind of a solution, the resolution. So at this moment, some other platform was very important, which Donald Trump has started. He has taken initiative, and two agendas are on the top of the list right now. In number one, the ceasefire, and your listeners and people those are watching it, they need to know the ceasefire still hasn't taken place in Gaza. The shooting and fighting is still going on. And the second biggest issue is the country needs the money of reconstruction and rehabilitation. So this first inaugural meeting is very important. And let's talk about the speech of the president yesterday, where he has appraised Pakistan, and especially our Prime Minister and Field Marshal, and role of the Pakistan. And he has repeated the speech of our Prime Minister, where he has said that he has saved close to 20 million people from a disaster, because both countries, those who are involved in this fight on May 10th, both atomic powers. And here, Donald Trump, you have said that he has praised Pakistan. He should, because the Pakistan has recognized the efforts of President Trump towards peace. And first is the India recently have bought Rafale planes from France instead of F-35, and plus a year-long trade negotiation, and Donald Trump feels frustrated, humiliated. So that's one of the reasons he has been praising Pakistan. And at the same time, I think Pakistan should feel proud. Every Pakistani should feel proud. The reason because about 2 years back, you can see that one of the our ex-prime minister kept waiting for the call from Joe Biden, which never took place. And today,
Mm.
president of the free world not only has appreciated Pakistan, and today our prime minister has met with the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Your military diplomacy is working. Your diplomacy, your arbitration, your role as a regional leader in that region, it is remarkable. We have to appreciate it. We need to be thankful of our leadership. So both these things, the first board of the peace and then Pakistan's participation in that board is phenomenal, especially our new alliances with US. And here, at the last point I wanted to make is Pakistan is a victim of the terrorism from our border sides, both sides, and America recognizes it. And especially that those weapons Joe Biden has left behind in Afghanistan, the TTP is using against Pakistan, BLA is using it against Pakistan. So the America is not only supporting Pakistan, but they are sympathizers. They are standing with Pakistan in this war. So I believe he's praising our prime minister, and he was very pleased to take the name of and appreciate our field marshal. I think it's a genuine relationship. It's the beginning of a new partnership.
US President Trump has expressed full confidence on the United Nations system, and he said Board of Peace would be working closely with the UN. So, how you see this expression of confidence on the UN system in future? Of course, as he hinted that Board of Peace could replace United Nations.
He agreed with the role of United Nations, but there was no resolution. In his speech, I have seen the frustration. I have seen the what his expectations are from the United Nations, and that organization is not delivering. That's why the need of this Board of Peace was felt by him. And I plus at the same time, like I have to mention, the last 12 years of American presidencies, weak foreign policies, and Russia, China, Israel, and India has been abusing that, and he has to fix them things too as well. And plus, other day, the Marco Rubio, our Secretary of State, has said in his speech in Munich that this Board of Peace will be beyond the Gaza issue. It will be a larger scope of this organization or group of people. And plus, in the future, you will see it. The more countries will be joining Board of Peace, and I believe it was a need of some new system, or even then a group of people. Those can keep the eye on the performance of United Nations. So he was not only he was supporting United Nations, but at the same time he was critical of their performance and their finding solutions for the issues.
Do you foresee that in future this issue of Jammu and Kashmir could also be brought before the Board of Peace for peace, because Trump is on a greater and a wider mission of peace?
A strong possibility, because reason right now our field marshal, our prime minister, they are enjoying a very good relationship with President Trump, and here our field marshal has said many times that Kashmir is a very vital part of Pakistan, and we cannot, he has said many times that we cannot move forward without the resolution of Kashmir. So sooner or later you will see it. Donald Trump talking about the Kashmir issue. Plus, here at this moment, I believe the Prime Minister Modi is scared from him, that he may humiliate him publicly or something, which is not fair. Matter of fact, because President Trump still have 3 more years to go. How long you can hide yourself? But right now, to me, if you personally ask me, India is not enjoying a good relationship with America. Regardless of it, they have surrendered almost. They have agreed with every single term in the trade deal, and not buying the oil from Russia. But there's a trust factor among both parties, and I believe it will take time. Especially from yesterday's speech, I can see that Donald Trump is nowhere giving up this thing, being a critical of India's role in that region.
Who will initiate this, one of the biggest challenge of disarming Gaza? Gaza's main party, that is Hamas, at a time when Hamas has said it's not ready to surrender militarily.
I believe that Hamas believes that they cannot survive if they lay down their arms There are many other things has to be negotiated at this point. I think that Donald Trump, the President Trump, will find some middle point to resolve this issue. For the information of our viewers, Bibi Netanyahu has become very unpopular in Israel. He's trying his best to start some new war to gain the oxygen from that war. And President Trump is not listening to him. He has shown frustration, according to the Jerusalem Post. Several times they have said that President Trump has chicken out, or even then they have moved forward beyond the atomic uranium enrichment. They are talking about ballistic missile system. So plus a couple other points I want to tell you. Those that are going in a favor of Iran, that American Republican Party or American election system, midterm elections are coming there. Plus the Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE, they are not allowing America to use their land against Iran. And the third point is this: the agencies, the intelligence agencies, they are saying that if this war takes place, it will go for the days and days. So these are plus. If the war starts this Saturday, a lot of people they're saying that the war may start tomorrow, Saturday. But in reality, I still keeping myself very optimistic that I don't think the war is a solution or will take place, because the minute they start the war, the oil prices will go more than 100 barrels dollars, $100 per barrel. So the world cannot afford the new fever of inflation. So I believe the President Trump is trying to create more pressure on him to come to some kind of a resolution and solution through the dialogue.
In this entire scenario, role of Pakistan's political and military leadership, particularly the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Defense Forces, Field Marshal Asim Munir's meeting with Marco Rubio on the sideline of Munich Security Conference was also significant, because at this point in time, the war in Iran may not be in favor of the neighboring countries, including Pakistan.
Definitely, the Pakistan has a long border with Iran, and that the province joining to Iranian territory is already facing many issues from the BLA and TTP. So that will be a new nightmare for the Pakistan if that happens. But here, Pakistan is a little bit disappointed by Iranian regime right now at the moment due to the Oman situation. They have preferred Oman to negotiate with Americans, and plus they have taken the name of Pakistan out of be the party on the table. So they are confused themselves. They believe with the support of Russia they can survive this attack, but I think this is not right. Plus, at the same time, they cannot afford this war. They already have lost many of their air defense systems. They have lost many army generals last time, and their atomic scientists taken out by the Israel. So I'm very optimistic and positive that this war will not take place. Here at the same time in Geneva, both parties, including Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, and then the Iranian foreign minister, both parties have said that they are moving towards positive solution. So I still believe that there will be a solution through the dialogue, and war will not take place. Even then, today the Polish prime minister have asked that their citizens to leave, and then the Iranians, they have closed their airspace and they have started their exercises, naval exercises. But I think this is all for the show. I believe both parties just wanted to come to agree to come to some kind of terms without the war, and I hope world remains peaceful. Otherwise, not only Pakistan, all those countries in the region will be suffering in a huge inflation and many other issues.
There is a biggest setback to this Gaza's peace plan when Israel announced that West Bank and territories Israel could take over, and it is Israel's territories. So this statement was condemned by the Muslim world as well, particularly main 8 Muslim countries which have been part of this Board of Peace, an initial peace plan. So how do you see such provocative statements coming out directly from Israeli leadership about the future of Palestine, and about particularly that Israel has every right to occupy these all territories?
Here I want to mention at the same time regarding the statement for the West Bank, President Trump has said it at the same time. If the Israel starts accession of
West
West
Bank.
Bank, that they yeah, West Bank, and the America will not support it. Like I told you, the Bibi Netanyahu is losing his support, popularity, and everything in Israel, and he's just trying to start some new front to gain the oxygen and popularity and to save his government. Plus, at the same time, the president of Israel still hasn't pardoned him, which was the issue last week. So I believe if his term goes over, he's going to the jail right away due to many corruption charges and many other things. So I believe he's trying his best to hang on there. But it's becoming more difficult and more difficult because President Trump is not looking after him or not listening to him at the same time. President Trump is the first president after a long time who does things in the favor of America's future. And he's a president who's looking after the interest of America. He directly negotiated with Houthis, Hezbollah. And other day, our Secretary of State Marco Rubio has given a statement that if the point comes up, if the time comes up, the President Trump is willing to talk to the Iranian leaders directly with Khamenei. So he is a very unique leader of his kind. So I believe he's the first president who's looking after the interest of Muslim world at the same time. He directly has engaged with Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and many other countries without the support of Israel. So it's a very unique situation. I think he is the only president in the recent period who can deliver things, and only solution right now. The Saudis, they are expecting the two-state solution, and Pakistan's field marshal and a prime minister believe the same way that that's the only solution which is acceptable for the Muslim world is a two-state solution, the state of Palestine and state of Israel next to each other, living in peace and harmony.
Tarsab, what about the rest of the Middle East? You have seen last year Israel bombed directly Qatar. You have seen Israel have been attacking Lebanon, attacking Syria. Then they have been attacking this Yemen. So, and quite recently they have supported Somaliland. And they were almost in favor of declaring Somaliland as an independent state so that they could set up their military base over there. So, despite this peace plan, do you think the entire Middle East in future will be safe from directed Israeli military aggression?
If you personally ask me, I wish I can go back to school and have a PhD on Israel at this moment. How the few people on the planet can hold this entire world hostage, especially the second biggest religion on the planet. They have murdered, they have butchered more than 350,000 Palestinians without a shame. So the thing is this, and I don't blame them. I blame ourselves. Right now, the country we are talking about in Pakistan, there is not a single English channel there. We believe in Jannat and we believe in spirits. Those can be, saving Pakistan. Our youth is not willing to go towards computer. They are just busy on Twitter and social media instead of learning about artificial intelligence and educating themselves. So I don't blame them. I blame this entire Muslim world. Those have become meaningless due to their lack of education and awareness. So I don't blame them. Their progress, if you see it, any scientific book written from 18th century to till today, most of them are written by the Jewish scientists. They have taken themselves to this level. I wish we all can understand and do something for our own benefit and our own welfare.
How you see, finally, I would like to seek your very, very important comment. For more than 4 minutes praise for Pakistan from US President Trump. What do you think? How do you analyze how it was felt in New Delhi?
So, the thing is this, New Delhi, regardless whatever you do, they are not happy. Imagine about it. They want to take the revenge from the Muslims living in India right now, or they want to take revenge from India, but they are friend with the TTP and Taliban. The Mullah Muttaqi have gone there for more than a week. And I always tell them, that you want to take the revenge of Somnath from the Muslims living there or from Pakistanis, but the people those have destroyed Somnath Mandir they were Afghani rulers. So they are just going with every nation or every rule or policy which is against Pakistan. This hatred is not good from themselves, matter of fact. But the Pakistanis have so much potential. All they needed was just being channelized and and they were looking for a leadership. And right now, at this moment, they got the leadership. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and our Field Marshal, they are perfect leaders. And especially, I want to praise the role of Field Marshal, which has come up with a new product, which is F-17 Thunder, or your military diplomacy. It is working, and the entire world is respecting Pakistan. Imagine about the defense deal with Saudi Arabia, with Turkey, with Egypt, with UAE, and role in Bangladesh. Imagine about it. Where we were 2 years back and where we are today. This all credit goes to the Markai Haq and Penelope Marsoos, and whose the leadership was our Field Marshal Asim Munir. And I believe we are in the right hand if we have a right leadership.
Thank you so much indeed, Mr. Sajid Tarar, senior political analyst, leader based in Washington, for sparing time and extremely insightful conversation about the future of peace in Middle East and the recent meeting of Board of Peace held in Washington, the future strategy, the future plan and strategy of peace. And dear viewers, till our next program, goodbye and Khuda Hafiz.